ASMR Retro Forever. Welcome back to another episode of Retro's 100 Clash Royale Battles, Episode 3. We've been on hiatus for a while, but it's great to be back, and boy, what a great show we have for you tonight, folks. But before we get to it, we here at the Clash Royale Federation are proud to announce tonight's sponsor, William Hang. William is a loyal Super Broski patron on ASMR Retro's Patreon page. William requested a Clash Royale video, and we are more than happy to deliver, so thank you very much, William Hang. Now let's check out the scoreboard as it currently stands. After 20 mind-blowing battles, Retro has won 9 while losing 11. Hopefully he can make up some lost ground tonight. As always, I'm your host and commentator, Lance McTingle. Now let's get to the action. Alright, here we go. Battle 21, fight. First match is underway, and I can cut the tension with a knife, can't we, folks? So Retro starts off with a Dark Prince deep in his own territory, but the opponent responds with an Electro Giant, and Retro also spawns a Hunter. We see an enemy Valkyrie on the screen now, and Retro calls up a baby dragon for help, but the opponent also has a bomber. So far, so good. Pretty exciting stuff, and Retro summons a Mega Knight, also known as a Mega Knight. Alright, Retro now coming up on the west side, also with a Firecracker. Oh, but here comes a mini P.E.K.K.A, but Retro takes care of that pretty quick. Alright, we're at a stalemate now. Looks like Retro is in the lead. He's gonna have to pull off some big victories if he's gonna tie this one up. Another Electro Giant, and here comes another Dark Prince. On the west side now, another Hunter. Oh, and here comes a Skeleton Army. And a Rage Spell has been summoned as well. Not too much damage done. Alright, here comes Retro once again on the west side, but he can't get very far because he encounters an enemy Valkyrie. He gets one rocket off with the Firecracker, so Retro's in a pretty good position now, as we see, folks. Just over a minute left in this first matchup, and here comes an enemy baby dragon flapping down the west side. Oh, and Retro responds with his own baby dragon and a Hunter. Pretty good aerial defensive maneuvers. And yet another Electro Giant comes out. Retro uses a Rage Spell, and all kinds of action happening on the upper west side. Okay, we're having a pretty big battle here, folks. Boom. Okay, now we have the Firecracker and the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie should win that exchange. And Retro responds with a Mega Knight. So now it's a Mega Knight and Dark Prince fighting off enemy forces. Okay, it's pretty even so far, even though Retro has the upper hand in terms of the amount of damage caused here. Uh-oh, but the enemy looks like they're responding. The Electro Giant's definitely gonna get there and cause some damage. Retro only has to do 50 more damage on the west. Oh wow, it's over, folks. Defeat. Retro loses. The fulfillment of the prophet is defective. Defective indeed, Retro. Defective indeed. Battle 22, fight. Alright, here we go, battle 22. Retro is down by 3. And here we go. Oh, Fireball to start off right off the bat onto the King Tower. Retro showing his emotions, letting his emotions get the best of him. But here comes a Mega Knight, a Hunter, and a Firecracker. And Retro is going strong on the west side, doing all kinds of damage to the Princess Tower. Oh my goodness, look at the damage being done. What has happened? What a strange turn of events, folks. Now he's going after the King Tower. Oh, Force is almost going strong, and we are done. That was really quick. Victory. the spirit in your efforts. Well said, Retro. Well said. Battle 23. Fight. Alright, the battle continues. Here we go. Another day, another battle. And Retro starts off with the baby dragon on the west side. He seems to like starting off on the west side. And we have a Mega Knight, but the enemy responds with a prince and a hunter. Okay, and now the enemy has spawned a Mega Minion. Haven't seen one of those in quite a bit. Alright folks, as the battle rages on, let's take a look at an interview recorded with Retro earlier in the night. Now let me tell you something, broski. Just because the Retro Man is down, it doesn't mean he's out, dude. If I have to crawl over broken glass, walk barefoot on thumbtacks, or swim in an alligator-infested lake of lava, well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, brother. Because absolutely nothing will stop me from regaining my spot on top of the CRF mountain. And to all my little retromaniacs out there, don't forget to watch the videos, leave your comments, and feel the tingles, broski. Looks like Retro means business. Alright, back to live action. Let's see how it turns out, because anything can happen. You never know which way things are going to go until the match is over. And it is anything but. And here comes a prince down the west side, charging. And Retro counters with a Mega Knight. Blocks him off. And another Mega Minion is summoned. Retro also summons a Firecracker, but that doesn't last very long. Here we go, baby dragon on the attack to help out, and the bomber will be killed. Yeah, there we go. Baby dragon going in for the king tower. Oh no, goes for the princess tower instead on the east side. Just under a minute left, folks. And the rage spell is cast. Oh, here goes an enemy Mega Knight. Oh, it's looking pretty rough on the east side there. Retro uses the skeleton army to help out. Oh, here we go. Enemy offense is looking pretty strong at the moment. Retro doing everything he can to protect his east side tower, but is it going to be enough, folks? Even using a rage spell to help out. And it looks like the prince, or the opponent, is using a prince on the west side, trying to do a sneak attack. Oh, and a log. They use a log to clear out the skeleton army. Pretty good strategy. Retro attacking with the hunter now. Blasting away, and a baby dragon as well. And they take care of the bomber. 5 seconds left, folks. What's gonna happen? It looks like it's gonna be a Retro victory, and yes, victory. Retro wins. Your fight. I am humorous inside. Very humorous indeed. Battle 24. Fight. Okay, here we go. So far, the total numbers are Retro has 11 wins and 12 losses. Let's see if he can keep turning this thing around. Okay, here we go. Lots of action on the east side now, which is unusual. We have an enemy giant skeleton, and looks like a tornado spell as well, and some bats. But so far, not much damage has been done on either side. Alright, looks like Retro's waiting for his elixir to charge up there, and the enemy is probably doing the same. And we are at 10. Here we go. Who's Retro gonna choose? Looks like a hunter on the east side. Oh, and he has a cannon cart. Enemy summoned the cannon cart, but Retro takes care of it with the Mega Knight. And it looks like he has a Night Witch, a giant skeleton, but Retro is doing a sneak attack with the miner in the upper east corner. Uh-oh. Okay, Retro uses his skeleton army to take care of the giant skeleton, and the resulting bomb blast takes care of the skeleton army. Okay, baby dragon now. Coming up the east side. Oh, it's a dragon on dragon fight. Who will survive? They're both level 10. Okay. Here we go. Sudden death, folks. Sudden death. And it's anybody's game now, folks. It's anybody's game. But Retro's Eastside Tower is gonna fall, it looks like. And unfortunately, yes. Defeat. Retro loses. Looks like we had some communication glitch there. We'll try to get to the bottom of that. Battle 25. Fight. Alright, here we go. The show must go on, as they say. So Retro starts off with a baby dragon and a dark prince on the west side. And a rage spell to boot. But a enemy skeleton army and a witch puts a stop to that. Now we have a baby dragon just bites the bucket, so to speak, and so does the hunter. So here comes a witch and an electro wizard. Alright folks, this is a crazy one so far indeed. And the princess shooting her flame arrows, but the firecracker takes care of that. And the firecracker's about to go bye-bye, yes indeed. Okay, so recharging their elixir. Looks like Retro's about to use a Mega Knight, and yes, he does deep in his own territory. Okay, it's gonna be Mega Knight versus Mega Knight for a mega battle indeed. Oh, a baby dragon comes, but now there's also an enemy Inferno Dragon, and Retro also summons a hunter. Okay, let's see. Both Mega Knights are down. Lots of carnage right at the border. And here comes another witch with her skeleton crew. And the witch is coming in strong on the west side. Retro summons a dark prince to counteract, as well as a firecracker. And here comes another enemy electro wizard and skeleton army. So far it's pretty even, folks. It's gonna be a close one. Just about a minute left. And the electro wizard is defeated, squashed by the Mega Knight. Here comes a raging Mega Knight, but countered with an enemy Mega Knight, another Inferno Dragon. Retro uses a skeleton army, but it's destroyed very quickly. And splat, there it goes. The firecracker. Lots of death and carnage all around, folks. This is some great television we're witnessing tonight. Okay, we have a back and forth between a dragon and an Inferno Dragon. Of course, baby dragon's not a match for the Inferno Dragon. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a Sparky. Retro's in trouble now. What's gonna happen? Folks, this seems like the end of ASMR Retro. Oh no, he's using the Mega Knight to try to defend, and Sparky has been destroyed, but Retro's still in trouble. Here comes the skeleton army to pitch in and help out, but is it too late? We're in sudden death over time now. Anything can happen. All Retro has to do is destroy one more, and no. Defeat. Retro loses. Today I got 0 wins. Tomorrow, twice as many. Alright, another loss. Battle 26. Fight. Okay, here we go. Another battle for you folks. Here comes an elixir column and a witch. Retro uses a skeleton army and a Mega Knight to defend himself. His east tower takes a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad so far. We have a giant skeleton. And Retro should not have too much trouble taking care of him, but the resulting bomb blast will cause a lot of damage to the Mega Knight, but it's too late because Retro does take a few HPs out of the east side tower. Okay, we have a Dark Prince now and a Hunter. And a Mega Knight coming up on the east side, another see what Retro can do. He uses a rage spell to help defend that tower and a skeleton army. So far things are safe at the moment. Retro going back in on the west side. Here comes a giant skeleton, but Retro takes another approach. He sends a Dark Prince to the King Tower. Will that strategy pay off? We'll see. Here comes a giant skeleton on the west side. And it looks like Retro is changing his mind and going back to attacking on the west side. And the tower is almost defeated. About 25 seconds left, folks. It's a real nail biter, real barn burner of a match, whatever that means. A real knocker slobber. And 15 seconds left. Just about 600 hit points left on that west side tower. If Retro could just eliminate it, it would be over. But there's only 5 seconds left, so looks like Retro will take this one either way. Victory. Retro wins. Only handsome fighters win, but sometimes I win too. Alright, Retro, well said. Battle 27, fight. Okay, so the overall score is 12 wins for Retro, 14 losses for Retro. And the enemy starts off with the Goblin Barrel and the log to wipe out Retro's skeleton army, but the Dark Prince is still going strong on the west side. Okay, the enemy has summoned the Executioner, perhaps the most terrifying of all enemies. And he is certainly executing his way. And we got a magic archer as well. Pretty good combination. This could be trouble for ASMR Retro. And here comes a Goblin Barrel. Alright, another log comes in but doesn't really do much. The magic archer now is having its way with the Retro's west side tower. The Valkyrie now and Hunter going at it. The Valkyrie comes out on that exchange. But Valkyrie is now defeated. Alright, Firecracker should be able to get in a couple of shots. Or at least one, but the Executioner takes her out pretty quickly. Retro better take some action and quick. And boom, there he goes. The Mega Knight squashes the Executioner in its place. Here we go. Mega Knight now. Oh, another enemy Mega Knight has been called to action. Look at this. Look at this. And the west side enemy tower falls, folks. Okay, now we got some good old-fashioned slobber knock in action. Hey, that kind of rhymed. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Okay, so now we got a Dark Prince and a Goblin Barrel and all kinds of carnage and pandemonium going on all over the place. And here we go, here comes another log to wipe out the skeleton army once again. Pretty good defense against the skeleton army, perhaps the best defense. Okay, Valkyrie and a Executioner now coming on the west side. Retro better, he uses the Mega Knight defense once again, but a magic archer is there. So Retro now going for the east Princess Tower. Another Goblin Barrel. And here we go. Things are not looking good for the enemy. Things are looking up for Retro. And he casts a rage spell for good measure. 15 seconds left on the clock in regulation time. 10 seconds left, folks. Can the enemy muster any kind of offense? Can he get the job done? And doesn't look like it. Victory. Retro wins. I had the high ground. Your victory was a fantasy. Impeccable logic, Retro. Impeccable, I see. Battle 28. Fight. Okay, here we go. Retro starts off with Firecracker deep in his own territory. Enemy responds with the Magic Archer. A Magic Archer makes quick work of the Firecracker. Retro now using a Dark Prince and a Hunter on the west side. Retro wizard using his force powers, I suppose, to zap everybody. His force zap, I believe it's called in Star Wars universe. I'm just kidding, that's not what it's called. But anyway, now we got a bandit. It's been a while since we've seen a bandit. And rage spell has been cast, but a fair bit of damage was done to the west side enemy tower. Oh, here comes a ram. Battering ram, oh my goodness. Retro using the Dark Prince. And wow, the archer did quite a bit of damage on Retro's west side tower. And he's still going, folks. He is still going. That is one tough foe, I can tell you. I'm just gonna have to pull something off here, something special, or else I don't think this match is gonna go his way. Force lightning once again, and the hunter takes care of him. Okay, oh, here comes a P.E.K.K.A. It's a P.E.K.K.A. Here we go. P.E.K.K.A. taking care of business, cleaning house. This is not looking good. They're coming up on the west side. I think that tower is gonna fall. Let's see what happens to P.E.K.K.A. versus Dark Prince. Retro uses a rage spell, but it's not enough, folks. It's just not enough. Say goodbye to the west side tower. Yep, there it goes. So Retro uses the skeleton army to finally defeat the P.E.K.K.A. But the magic archer is still going. He's really been the star of this battle, I would say. Oh, the royal ghost is creeping up on the east side. Kinda hard to see there, folks, but he is there. Gonna cause some damage of his own, looks like. Retro is not having a good battle here. He just can't seem to muster up enough offense. What is gonna happen next, folks? No one will know. It can go any way, but if I had to guess, I think the enemy is going to win with only 23 seconds remaining on the clock. Here comes an Electro Wizard. Oh, now we have a minion, or not a minion, excuse me, a Mega Knight versus a P.E.K.K.A. But it's too little, too late. Looks like Retro has been defeated once again. As the clock runs out. Defeat. Retro loses. The suspect of the cheat is being pondered. The confusion is baffled. Okay. Battle 29. Fight. Here we go. Current score 13-15. What is Retro gonna do now? Dark Prince on the west side. Inferno Dragon coming down the west side. Alright, so now we got some barbarians to battle the Dark Prince. And they're coming on strong on the down the west side. Oh, but Retro uses his Mega Knight to squash the barbarian invasion. Here we go. Oh, some skeleton dragons now. Enemy skeleton dragons. And to enemy miner. It's a pretty intense battle so far. And here comes a baby dragon and a firecracker on the west side, going for that tower. Rage spells have been cast. Some arrows take care of the firecracker, and now the baby dragon has been defeated as well. But significant damage has been done to the west princess tower. A lava hound now coming down on the west side, very slowly, but don't let its speed fool you, folks. This is a very dangerous foe indeed. I'm sure Retro knows the dangers, and looks like he's gonna use his best anti-air. Oh no, a balloon has been summoned on the east side. This is not good, folks. This is going to be brutal. Looks like this enemy really likes the flying soldiers. Okay, but Retro somehow managed to fend them off. And now we got an attack going on each side of the map, of the playing field, of the battlefield, whatever you want to call it. Now we got barbarians, enemy barbarians, and an inferno dragon. A dangerous situation indeed. Retro is in the lead. Oh, now it's tied up. It's tied up. Look, it's gonna be so close, folks. So close. What is gonna happen? This is one hell of a battle, I can tell you that much. Retro now going for that east side excitement is killing me, folks. What's gonna happen? Another balloon on the west side. This is not good for Retro, folks. This is not good. And 10 seconds. Can Retro withstand the battering? He cannot. It is over, folks. It is over. As the clock runs out. Defeat. Retro loses. I smell victory in the feet. Alright, indeed, Retro. Indeed. Battle 30. Fight. Alright, here we go. Battle 30. Current score 13 wins, 16 losses. Let's see how this one ends up. Retro starts off with a baby dragon and a firecracker on the west side and calls up the rage spell for help. He's blasting away, but here comes an enemy prince, countered by a dark prince. Enemy has a wizard for backup, but Retro uses a skeleton army to even out the score. Okay, wizard is defeated. Now Retro calls up the hunter on the west side, slowly making its way up, slowly but surely. Enemy skeleton army takes care of the hunter. Uh-oh, we have an enemy Mega Knight as well. This could be trouble for Retro. Taking some damage now on the west side tower. Retro tried his best to counter with the baby dragon and firecracker, but is it enough? It is, but the damage has been done. Alright, an enemy Dark Prince versus Retro's Dark Prince. The Dark Prince prevails and he's going for the enemy tower. Can he get in a couple shots? He gets in one, folks. Retro calls up the miner to do some little smacks with a shovel. Here comes the prince. An enemy prince on the east side, however. Retro forced to use the skeleton army to take care of that. So far it looks like the enemy has the upper hand here. Let's see what Retro has up his sleeve. He's got to pull something out of there. A weapon, a magic spell, the kitchen sink, whatever. He's got to do what he's got to do. Alright, here we go. Hunter on the east side, Dark Prince on the west side. About a minute left in regular time. And here, there's a rage spell as well to help out. Now we got a firecracker lobbing in a few missiles. Oh no, mini horde. Okay, Retro calls up a Mega Knight and we got another balloon. Those things are trouble. So Retro using a hunter to take down the balloon and calling up a baby dragon. That's gonna cause some damage to the tower. But Retro can't worry about that now. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep fighting. Never give up. Okay, here we go. And now we're causing some damage to the enemy west side tower. Boom, there it goes. It falls. The tower's down. The tower's down. Okay, keep going, Retro. He's taking a beating. At midfield, oh no, here goes an enemy balloon. This is not good. This is not good. Enemy goes up to Mega Knight to battle the other Mega Knight. Oh no, fireball, and it is over. Victory. Retro wins. To be a man, you must first be a man who has defeated the one who calls himself a man. What a great evening of action that was, folks. Now let's check out the scoreboard and see where Retro stands. After 30 brutal matches, Retro has 14 wins and 16 losses. Despite a valiant effort, Retro failed to gain any ground as he is still 2 matches down from breaking even. But it's not over yet, folks. There's still 70 matches remaining in the season, so stay tuned for what is no doubt the most exciting tournament in the history of our sport. With that being said, we hope you enjoyed the show. I've been your host, Lance McTingle, and we'll see you next time.